In this video, you will be learning how to print a pattern using number triangle. So this sounds similar to square of stars, like which we have begun at the very earlier, right? That is where it will print first row means 1 star, second row means 2 stars, and third row 3 stars, and similarly goes on till the input whatever we have given. Here also the pattern follows same, but only difference is the first row contain 1 and second row will print 1 2. So it depends on the row, and if it is a third row it will print 1 2 3, right? So it depends on the input what we are given. So since it is the first row, it will print only 1, right? And since it is, and here it is the last row which is 5, it will print all the number, all the least number starting from 1 to 5, right? Now let us see how to trace this. In the earlier program, it was only asterisk to print, right? So I just wrote a condition I is equal to 1, where that must be less than or equal to the input what we are given. Similarly, j is equal to 1, right? J less than or equal to I, because this must run for the number of times I is available. Now the same logic we are using, and the difference is there we are printing star, but here we are printing the value of j, right? Since it is the first row, it will print me only 1. And always remember, I loop will run once. Clear? I loop will run once, and this j loop what we'll have will run until the condition of I is false, right? So we will use j to print the statement. Now let us begin. Initially I is 1, where 1 less than or equal to the input whatever we have given. Input is 5 what we have given. Now when j is 1, it is checking for the condition 1 less than or equal to I. What is I? I is also 1. So 1 less than or equal to 1, the condition is true. Now it is printing the value of j. System.out print the value of j. So what is the value of j here? It is 1. So in the output it will print as 1. Now the condition becomes false. When j gets incremented to 2, the condition becomes false because 2 cannot be less than or equal to 1. So it will come out and execute this statement where the console will be pointing to the second row over here, right? Where the console would get pointed to the second row, right? Now I gets incremented. Initially the value of I was 1. Now it get incremented to 2, right? Now when the value of I is 2, right? When value of I is 2, check for the condition 2 must be less than or equal to n, that is 5. Next, when j is 1, 1 must be less than or equal to 2. So the condition is true, right? Now print the value of j. What is in value of j? It is 1, right? 1. Next, when j is 2, that is j gets incremented and j is 2. So 2 less than or equal to 2. It is true. It is true. So it will print the value of j as 2. Now again the value of I is incrementing. Since when j is 3, the condition is false and the value of I gets incremented to 3, right? So the value of I gets incremented to 3. When I is 3, check for the condition 3 less than or equal to 5, right? Now it will enter the inner loop where it will check for j, where it will check for j until I goes false. That is j would be 1, 1 less than or equal to I, that is 3, the condition is true. So 1 will get printed. Next, when j is 2, 2 less than or equal to 3, the condition is true. So 2 also gets printed because the value of j is 2. Next, when j is 3, 3 less than or equal to 3, the condition is true and this also gets printed. right? Now the condition becomes false for when j is 4. So it will come out of the loop. It will point to the fourth row, right, where I gets incremented to 4, right? When I is incremented to 4, 4 greater than, sorry, 4 less than or equal to the input, that is 5. So when j is 1, the condition is true over here. 1 less than or equal to 4. The value of I is 4. Always the condition matching will happen between I and j, right? Don't get confused within the inner loop. For any of this, here also if you see, j must less than or equal to be I. So the same condition is what we have written here. Similarly here, for I equal, here we have two values for j. So both these values are getting compared with the same value of I. Now when j is 1, 1 less than or equal to 4, the condition is true. So 1 gets printed. Now when j is 2, 2 less than or equal to 4, right? So so it gets printed to 2, and when j is 3, 3 less than or equal to 4, and it gets printed to 3. Next when j is 4, 4 less than or equal to 4, the condition is true, and finally even 4 gets printed. Clear? And when j is 5, the condition becomes false, and the console will be pointing to the fifth row, that is the blank statement will get printed, and the final value of I would be 5. Now it will check, now it will loop this for, now it will iterate the for loop for 5 times, because the condition what we have given, j less than or equal to 5. So what is the value of j? It is 1. 1 less than or equal to 5, right? So for the very first loop, it will iterate, the condition is false. Next j gets incremented, where it will print as 1, and second condition is 2 less than or equal to 5. So the condition is true, and again 2 gets printed over here. Clear? Now the value of j is 3. So 3 less than or equal to 5. It is true, so 3 gets printed, right? Now it comes to 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. 4 is true. The condition is true, so 4 gets printed. And finally, it is, the value of j is 5. And 5 is less than or equal to 5. So in my pattern, even 5 gets printed. And by seeing this iteration itself, I can tell the loop will run for 5 times. Until the condition is false, the loop would keep on running. Now the value of j is 6. Now the value of j is 6. So the condition is false, and it will increment the value of I. I was 5. Now it will be incremented to 6. Right? Now check for the condition. 6 less than or equal to, what is the value of n we have given? N is 5. And this condition is false. So this condition does not execute, and this will directly come out of the entire for loop. All the steps are being getting skipped, and it will come out of the for loop, and finally this is what you see in the console. This you see in your output terminal, right? Do not get confused. Start building the logic in the simplest way. Think how Initially think how the output comes, and what are required, what input is required for the appropriate input is required for the output. Now let us move on to editor. Now this is a program that I have used there to explain. So here we see j less than or equal to I, and finally we are printing the value of j itself, right? Let us execute it. So here it is 5. So it will print me the number triangle. Let us execute again. If I provide the input as 8, the first row will contain 1, and the 8th row will contain the numbers from 1 to 8. So this logic works for any of the number, right? So in the upcoming video, we will learn about row number triangle and also some other pattern series. Till then, keep practicing and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.